and we'll get started. So thank you guys so much. If you're not on live or watching the recording, this is just like a welcome Zoom chat that I wanted to have. And Kelly, you'll know some of this stuff, but I just feel like it's so hard to get on the phone individually with every coach that starts. And so I just wanted a way for us to kind of come together, and I could give you some information, just some of the basics and direction on where to go, so you're not feeling lost. Because I know when I signed up, it was so overwhelming. It's like there's so much information out there, and you're getting it from different groups and different calls and all that stuff, and it can just be like super overload. So I want you to know that that is completely normal to feel that way, and just to take your time and just start chipping away at things. And I just posted a new coach checklist in our Team TNT group, and that Team TNT page is for my personally sponsored coaches, which you guys are, and then your coaches. So as you get coaches, you can add them to my team page. And then when you feel like, okay, I feel like I'm ready to go out on my own, like that's my goal, is to get you out and on your own with your own teams, running your page however you want to. You can still like take things that I post and post them in yours, but that's the goal, is for you to eventually start your own team page. But for now, like I love when everybody's added in there and we can all communicate and support each other. And I think you guys have seen what that's like in there. So it's a super awesome group of people that are just trying to, improve their fitness and health, and then to grow business in some cases, and some people aren't, and that's okay too. So I also want to let you know that, when I signed up in 2010, and I just signed up because I love Turbo Jam, and I started drinking Shakeology, and I wanted the discount on it. I really had no idea what the business was about, nor did I try to find out. And so my coach was really awesome. Like, she'd answer any questions and she'd try to get me going, but it wasn't clicking. It didn't click until February of 2013. So 3 years after I signed up. My point in telling you that is that you might think, I'm just not really ready to work this as a business. I'm not ready to grow it yet. And that could change at any time. And just know it's okay. I'm not ever going to push people to do something that they don't want to do. But you may decide, like, okay, I really want to go for it now. Maybe it's too late. It's never too late to start. I'll always just be here whenever you're ready. So just keep that in mind. And after this call, you may change your mind and decide that you want to start doing some things, because it might be easier than you think it is. I'm just going to share one quick story from a coach who just signed up after I've talked to her about it for years. Years about our challenge groups and different things. And she finally decided to join a challenge group, and she signed up as a coach as well. And she had 2 people who wanted to order from her, and I explained to her how to do it, and she's like, it's that easy. Seriously, it's that easy? And she's like, I thought it was going to be so much harder than this. Like, that's why I haven't wanted to do anything. Like, I thought it was paperwork and all this junk. And I'm like, no, it's seriously this easy. So please know maybe it's more easy than you think. Okay, so I want to just dive in. So like I said, there's a pinned post in our Team TNT page, and that's a coach checklist. And the pinned post is the post at the very top. And either if you're on your laptop, you'll see it right away when you go into the group. But if you're on your phone, you actually have to click at the top where it says pinned post. There's several items on there. Just don't freak out when you see there's a few steps to go through. Just take it at your own pace, but it covers a lot.
They're talking.
Just chip away at that. Okay, so I'm going to just mute everyone just to be sure. Can you mute yourselves if you haven't? I think I can do it, but let me just see. Because I hear a little bit of background. And if you're on your phone, just click the mute button. Let's see. Okay, so everybody either just push mute, or at the bottom left corner of your screen, just click the mute button, and then you'll be muted so there's no background noise. Okay, thank you. So, okay, the first thing I wanted to tell you about was your website. Okay, so it's beachbodycoach.com/your username. So if you already have this down, that's great. Just make sure when you have new coaches start, you're passing that on to them. So my recommendation is always to use your name and use it universally throughout all of social media. So I'm Wendy Bankhead on Twitter, Wendy Bankhead on Facebook, Wendy Bankhead on Instagram, beachbodycoach.com/Wendy Bankhead. Make it easy. I know that there's been some people that like have these little complicated initials and birth dates of their kids and stuff. It's just hard for people to find and recognize you. Like, I get that, but just to make it smooth, just make it your name, or like W Bankhead or something like that. We are part of an organization. Our team is part of an organization within Beachbody called Platinum Presenters. And that's one of the founding coaches, Christine Dwyer, has created this whole organization. There's like 420,000 Beachbody coaches, and in Platinum Presenters, there's like 150,000. So it's the largest team under the Beachbody umbrella. So we are all a part of that. So anyone that you bring into the organization will also be a part of it. And there are tons of trainings on this website, platinumpresenters.com. You can go in there and sign up to create a free account. You have to be able to use your username from your Beachbody website, so whatever you signed up as, so then she can verify that you're part of Platinum Presenters organization. Once you sign up, it'll take like up to 72 hours to verify that, but you have access to all this training. And what's really cool is most other teams don't have access to this. It's a huge bank of resources. There's training in there called Platinum Presenters University that's off the charts. So if you're looking for more training, or to go through a new coach training, go in there. So I just want to let you know that you are a part of that to create your free membership. Okay. I feel like I'm talking fast, but I want to get through it because it needs to be 30 minutes or less. So the National Wake Up Call, we have one every Monday at 9 a.m. That's Mountain Standard Time. So I don't like to sit here and figure out time zones, so you guys figure that out. 9 a.m. my time, which is now. And what that is a free training call weekly for coaches. So it's Mondays to kickstart your week. The training is invaluable, you guys. Like this morning, and I haven't heard it yet, I listened to the recording. So just know, if you can't make it live, if you're at work at 9 o'clock on Monday morning, you can listen to the replay either by dialing a number or downloading the Team Beachbody podcast. And then you find you can go through the calls all the way, I think, back to 2012. But it's the way you stay plugged into this. It's the way you learn from the top leaders in the company, what they're doing, their best practices, tips, what hasn't worked. It is just a tremendous asset. We should be paying for it. It is off the charts training, and it just needs to be a non-negotiable. Seriously, every week to listen to it. So, like I said, it's not live. That's okay. You can listen to the recording. Okay, the other call I recommend is Janelle Summers' weekly call. Janelle Summers is the top earning coach in the whole organization. About 420,000 coaches. She's the top earner. She's earning multi-million-dollars a year in Beachbody. So it's crazy. And I just have to tell you really quick, if you think you have to be like some outgoing, like really flamboyant coach to be successful, she's like super quiet. She's a self-proclaimed introvert. She's just very shy, but she knows the value of what this opportunity can bring, and she's just dug in and grown it over 5 or 6 years to this crazy business. So she has calls weekly every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which I know, like, I never listen live. Again, there's recordings though. And I can add you to her huge Facebook group called New Name Coach Success. And there are tons of resources. I think there's like 10,000 coaches in there. We just share trainings. It's just another big group of resources. But that call is money. She has the best speakers. She has the top coaches. It's really incredible. So that is the other call that I recommend. I'm not trying to overwhelm you. I just want you to know that there are so many resources out there for you. Okay. We are going to start a coach training camp. It's a 2-week training camp for newer coaches or coaches who just want to like revitalize their business. Like maybe you've, hit a wall a few months ago and you've kind of died down and you want to reignite, or maybe you signed up a couple years ago and you hadn't wanted to build the business until now. It's open to anyone who wants to get in there. It will start on Monday, the 29th, and it's 14 days, and it's just a Facebook group we create. I have a success partner that we run these together. It's 14 days of just the building blocks to getting off to a good start running your business. So that's coming up. And if you'd like to be in that group, let me know. Just send me a message or a text, and I'll make sure you're added to it. Okay. Next thing. Okay. So I want to just talk about your why for a minute. So everybody's, signs up to be a coach for different reasons. For me, like I said, I love the products. I love Shakeology. I thought, oh, it'd be cool to be a fitness coach. I wasn't in peak physical condition. And I was probably, I was even in worse shape when I actually started to work this business. When I really started was after I had my first daughter, and I'd been home with her for a year, and I just felt so disconnected and out of touch and just empty. Like I needed something else to fulfill something outside of being a stay-at-home mom, which is a super rewarding job in so many ways, but there are ways that I was just feeling like I needed more. So when I really decided, okay, that's it, I'm going for it, I was 25 pounds, well, probably 35 pounds heavier. And I was just in a really dark place. So my point in telling you that is that you don't have to be this super fit, fitness model to start being a coach. People want to see your progress. They want to be on your team. If you just share genuinely what you're doing with people, they'll jump on and they'll support you. But so my why changed a little bit. At first it was just to get the Shakeology discount, but then a couple years later, it was to fulfill something inside of me that I needed to connect with other women, know that I'm not alone in the world, fix my health, because really all I wanted to do was drink and eat and drink and eat and drink and eat. Yeah, and I mean heavy drinking, Kelly, and heavy eating. I told my dad, I'll never forget, I was like, I just want to eat whatever I want. I'm going to, and I don't see anything stopping me. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm not going to stop this. And he's just like, well, okay, well, super great. So I was just, I want you to know you don't have to be in the best, on the highest mountain of your life when you start. So it became this thing where I just thought, gosh, it feels nice to be successful at something else, because, as a stay-at-home parent, you don't get a report card. You don't get a raise every 6 months or any type of evaluation. And it's not like we're looking for that. It's not like every day I need a pat on the back, but I went from a full-time, fast-paced corporate job where, you knew where you stood and you were rewarded well for it, to being at home in sweats, I'd throw up on me today. And you're just I used to do so much more. I went to school. I did, I just kind of felt lost. So my why changed, and it changes all the time. But I think what I want you guys to know is that we all want to help people, and that is awesome. It's tremendous to want to help people, and we do in this business. But there's also got to be something more. Maybe it's to contribute to your kids' college funds. Maybe it's to be able to quit your full-time job. Maybe you're miserable. Maybe you hate it. I know lots of coaches, and you will get to know them too, that started this business working full-time and just knew the potential and started setting time aside at night or in the morning to grow it, and grew it to a point where they could give their resignation. And, maybe you love your job. That's great. Maybe it's just fun money. Maybe it's to travel. One of my goals right now, one of my whys, is to be able to allow my husband to choose what job he wants. Right now he travels 90 nights. He tracks it. He's gone usually 90 nights per year. And it's just a lot. And as the kids get older, it just gets a little bit harder. So I want to be able to earn enough. So if he wants to keep working, that's fine, but just maybe work in town or choose something that he doesn't have to travel like that. So anyway, dig deep and figure out really why you need this business to work for you, what it could do for your family when it does work. Because there's going to be highs and lows. There's going to be times when you're flying high and it just seems to click, you're hitting Success Club and you've signed up coaches and it's awesome. And then there's going to be times where you're like, God, can I do this? Is it worth it? And it's you guys, it is worth it, but you have to stick to it. And if you really want to build it, you can't just be half in. You've really got to jump in, Let us help you and support you. There's so many people to do that for you, but you've got to be here a year from now. Don't give yourself an out. Like, I'll give it 2 months, and if it doesn't work that way. It's going to take longer. It's not a get rich quick thing. But along the way, even on the ups and downs, like, you're still working on your health, which is so awesome. You're still like improving yourself. You're still helping other people improve their lives. Like, that's such a powerful thing, that whether you are on the top or not, those things still matter. So just keep in mind your why. And if you feel comfortable, I'd love to know what your why is. So if you could email it to me or text me if you feel comfortable, and think about like how you want us as a team, or me as your upline coach, to reach out to you when you are having a downtime, or if I find that you're like kind of disappearing or slipping away. Like, do you want me to come and say, hey, you told me you were working for this, you told me this was your goal, I feel you slipping away? Or do you want to just be left alone? Or do you want me to text your husband and be like, get her back in here? I've had people want to do that, so think about that. Okay, moving on. So let's talk about how you earn as a Beachbody coach. I think that that's so key. And like I said, it's not a get rich quick thing, but there is the opportunity to make 6, even 7 figures in this business. It takes years to grow your business, just like anything. It's a legitimate business, and nothing happens overnight. But what's fun about it is what we do is fun. We work out and we share and we connect with people for a living. That's fun. So to be positioned to earn, you need to be an active coach. And that just means you have 50 volume points associated with your account. Every product that Beachbody has a point value associated with it. So to be an active coach, it's 50. If you've purchased a challenge pack and you're on Shakeology Home Direct, it's 90 PV. And if you're on Shakeology Home Direct, you have an active status guarantee. So you won't go inactive, even if, like, say somebody returns something or you have like a weird month, you won't go inactive as long as you're on Shakeology Home Direct. So that's being active. The 2 ways to make money are, 1, through retail sales, and that's selling just a product. So it could be a challenge pack or Shakeology or 21-day fix DVD package. So that is your retail sales, and you earn 25% commission off of those sales. When you have customers join on Shakeology Home Direct, you earn the 25% commission every single month. So it's residual income, and that's how you can start building a great base for yourself. A lot of times those customers will want to become coaches to save the 25% because it just makes sense. You're saving net $16 a month as a coach with Shakeology Home Direct, but some don't want to. Like, I have people that are just like, no, I don't care. I just don't want to be a coach for whatever reason. They think it's scary or whatever. I tell them there's no contracts. You can stop anytime, whatever. You just save money. No. So hey, that's okay. You're earning the residual income. The second way to earn, and this is where the most income earning potential comes in, is through team cycle bonuses. And there's a video, if you want to know more about that, there's a video on it. You can YouTube Team Cycle Bonus Beachbody, and there's a really good one that Team Beachbody actually put out that you can watch to learn in more detail. But basically what it is we earn a bonus once you become an Emerald coach, which we'll talk about in just a second. You start earning a bonus off of the coaches that are under you and that are under anyone that's signed up after you on our team. So like, say Kelly signs up a coach, you would earn a team cycle bonus under her once you're Emerald, or him. And then say I sign up a coach after, well, any coach I sign up after you earn a bonus off of them. So it's crazy. It's like we all, as the team grows, you're earning a cycle bonus off of anyone in our organization that's placed that starts after you. And when I say you earn money off of them, I don't mean like you're taking a portion of their commission. Beachbody is rewarding us for production. So we're getting bonus off of all of our activities. So that's why we all cheer each other on. Because the better we do, the better we do. So that's where the big the big earning potential comes, and that's when it gets super fun because you're building a team, and you're teaching them what to do, and you're seeing them have success. It's so awesome. But at the beginning, you're going to have more earnings from retail sales. That's just how it is. But then it's going to flip-flop as you grow, and you're going to have more income from the team cycle bonus. And that's what you want, because what that means is you can be on vacation, you can be camping for the week or weekend or in Disneyland, and you're still earning. Your paycheck doesn't go down because you are on vacation. Your team is still going. There's still energy in your team, and you're still earning team cycle bonus. So that's where you want to get if you are really looking to build this business. And honestly, like, to start earning team cycle bonuses, it's super easy. You just have to sign up 2 coaches. One on your left leg and one on your right leg, and they both have to be active, which means they both have to have 50 PV, or volume points. A lot of times, and I didn't do this, and I kick myself every day, I'm so mad at myself for not doing this. Most of the time, one of the first coaches will be your significant other or a family member. And like I said, I signed up in 2010, and I didn't pay attention to the business. And then finally, in 2014, I signed my husband up, and I was so mad because what happens is then you're and it's totally allowed, you're double dipping basically. You're getting the commission from your husband's account. So my husband isn't working the business, and that's okay. This is all on the up and up. There's nothing shady going on here. Beachbody allows you to have your own business center and plus 1 other business center. So you get to run 2. So I'm running mine and my husband's right now. So when I have hit the max success club points I'm trying to earn, and I have volume go through him, somebody else wants to buy something, I put it under him because I will get bonus off of his volume. So I know it might seem overwhelming, but what I'm telling you is try to sign up someone close to you, your significant other or a family member, especially if they're drinking Shakeology. So we were going through 2 bags of Shakeology a month, and I wasn't having my husband sign up. Don't ask me why I did that. Because you want them at the top of your organization, because as they grow, you can get them to diamond, and you can have more volume under them, which, like I said, benefits you. But I didn't do that. So learn from my mistake. It really makes sense. If you plan to be here in this business 1 year from now, it really, truly makes sense to sign your significant other up as a coach. And if you need help with that, it's I was the type of person, I was I don't want to be bothered with details and trying to understand things. That's how I was for the first 3 years. So I get it, but I'm just telling you, learn from that mistake. I can help you. Okay, so to be Emerald, 1 coach on each leg. They both have to be active. Once you do that, you start earning the team cycle bonus. And what's also awesome is if you're an Emerald and you hit Success Club, you get free customer leads. So you've seen the Beachbody infomercials. When people go to beachbody.com and sign up and they don't have a coach, they match them with a coach. And the coaches that they match them with are the ones who are Emerald and earning Success Club. That's pretty awesome because you get free customers. Let me just talk about Success Club next, because we're going to be running out of time here. Success Club is the pinnacle of our businesses. It is the one thing all successful coaches have in common. They're all crazy different backgrounds. Everyone comes from a different, they run their teams differently, whatever, but the common theme is they all hit Success Club. And what that is a points earning system, or it's a reward system for us. How you earn Success Club is you need to earn Success Club 5 at a minimum, which means you earn 5 Success Club points. You earn 2 points for every challenge pack that you sell, and 1 point for every Shakeology Home Direct order that comes, new customer that joins Shakeology Home Direct. Once you get to 5, you're named in Success Club, and then there's Success Club 10, so you get 10 points. So that would be helping 5 people a month. So really, if you just think about it, if you're helping 3 people to 5 people a month, you're hitting Success Club. Most coaches that sign up with me, I always recommend you start with a challenge pack because it gives you everything you need and you save a bunch of money. It's the best value. So that's how when customers come to you to sign up, make sure you convey that to them because that is the best deal for them. And also it waives the $40 coach fee. So you earn Success Club points that way. Every month, Beachbody gives us really fun prizes and incentives for hitting it. It can be personal development books or wear and share, like t-shirts from programs or tank tops, or this in January was a webinar with Jen Sincero, the author of You Are a Badass. It was awesome. Like, so we got access to that. So Success Club, if you're building, it just has to be a non-negotiable. And then once you hit Success Club, your first 3 consecutive months as a new coach. So if you started today, February 22nd, your first full month would be March. So you don't necessarily have to hit in February, although why not? Go for it. You hit March, April, May, you earn a free ticket to our Coach Summit in Nashville this year. I think it's $250. So it's a huge deal to be a success starter. Once you are, your first month, you earn a call with the CEO. He makes time to talk to all of the success starters. And those people who earn Success Club consistently, their earnings are usually average 200% more than coaches who don't. So it's like 200%, like that's kind of a large percentage to be increasing your earnings. So that's just got to be one of the things that you are all over to grow. So that's all I want to cover right now. I know that probably seems like a ton. And maybe it doesn't seem like a ton for some of you who've been around a little bit, but I wanted to open it up for a few minutes to questions. We have like 4 minutes left on the Zoom. At the bottom of your, or you can just unmute. If you want to ask a question, just unmute and ask me a question, and I'll like give you the best answer that I can. Does anyone have any questions? And it doesn't have to be exactly over what I talked about. If there's something I didn't hit, go ahead.
I have a question, and it's not like a technical like details question, but it's one of the things that I'm struggling with. So maybe other new coaches are too. I don't know. So I love doing the challenge groups. I love it. Like, I'm totally a cheerleader, like love motivating people, talking to people about what I'm doing. But the whole like sales side of it, if you will, like reaching out to people, like hitting my 3 to 5 people a day, like I'm really struggling with that because I'm not a small talk person, and like I just don't like it. Like I don't know, like that I sometimes like I just don't want to talk to someone that maybe I haven't talked to in a year or whatever, and be like, hey, how's it going? Like, you have such cute kids. Like, I'm just not a small talk person. So other than just like having a glass of wine and forcing yourself to do it, which I did tonight. I sent a message to 6 people before we started this thing. Like, what do you think? Like, what's some advice to like getting over that hump?
Oh, I think that is such a good, that's so good, because for one thing, like I want you to know, like I was in a sales career before I started coaching. And I in my head, I was like, I'm a good salesperson. Like I've had some achievements at my job and And if you have a mentality, or if you have this notion that you have to sell, A, you're going to hate it. B, everyone else is going to hate it too, because no one wants to be sold to. And I made tons of mistakes when I first started. But what really relaxed me is actually just knowing that I could just start a conversation how I normally would. So, Kelly, I think you just have to find your own style. If it's not like, the bottom line is you have to connect with people. There's just no way around it. To grow your business, you have to connect with people. We have 3 vital behaviors: invite, 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 which really, I've heard the CEO say this before. He wishes he would have called it connect, 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 because invite just seems like so formal and like scary. So really connect with people, be proof the products work, which I know you guys are, and personal development. And so you have to be connecting with people. So, I mean, if you need to get drunk every night to do it, I'm just kidding, then tell your husband to bring home more wine. No.
Right.
You know, maybe you and I could talk after and brainstorm, but you're gonna have to push yourself to find a way that you feel better, you feel okay or not annoyed with it. And I will say this too, it gets easier the more you do it. Just like anything else, like just like working out. Day 1 sucks. Day 1 of 21 Day Fix after I had my baby sucked. I was like, this is that hard. This is terrible. Eating healthy the first few times, like heeding to the 21-day fix sucks, right? But you get used to it, and then all of a sudden you're craving it. I promise you it's the same in this business. So like I'm all about it. I will help you any way I can. Like we can talk about different ways to break the ice or whatever. So that's an awesome question though. I'm sure like everyone watching it will be the same way. So thank you. Does anyone else have a question? Who's the 208 phone number? I muted you. 208's Idaho. Who's 208? Right? No? Okay. You can be. Okay. Oh, so Lisa? I was trying to think of who this. Okay. Does anybody else have questions? No? Okay. Thank you guys so much for being on. Like, I know some of you watching this now or the recording will know a lot of this stuff already. Some maybe you didn't know, but you know, maybe you picked up something new. That's my hope. But I really appreciate it. I know how much, I guess, how valuable our time is. I totally get it. So thank you a million for being on. And let me know either on the team page or text or private message or whatever if there's anything I can help you with. I want to help you get successful, and I want to help you do it fast, because honestly it's the most fun when you start building fast. So if that's your thing. If it's not, like I said, I'm never going to pressure you, but if you're ready to go, I'm ready to run with you. So okay, you guys have a good night. I'm going to go get some wine, I think, Kelly. Good night, everyone.